Alright, welcome in everybody. Good to see you. It's been a little while. It's a nice sunny day, chilly day here in Texas. That's why we are doing this dish tonight. A Thai chicken curry with vermicelli noodles. It's a dish I've done before, but making it today just because of the weather. It'd be nice to have a nice curry with the vermicelli noodles. It's a nice comforting dish. So we're going to do that. But also, I'm going to be making Wife Confidence's lunch. She's got lunch in a little over an hour and a half, about. So I'm going to be making, it's just going to be a simple salmon with roasted cauliflower. But, why is somebody standing by my car? Hold on one second. Oh, upstairs neighbor. Okay, all right. Well, in any case, they're gonna make this dish for Wife Confidence when it gets closer time for lunch. But I'm also gonna try to prep some shrimp for tempura, or basically fried shrimp. Just gonna make a little coating and then prep all that and then have that in the freezer, so then throughout the week I could just fry that for her lunches through the week. So right now I got some cauliflower. We're gonna run two cameras today because I do want to try to get some more video of stuff that I'm doing. So I want to use my phone for that instead of having it be one of the cameras we use for the stream. This computer doesn't have enough ports to support 3 cameras, so that's been the issue. Still trying to find a way around that. I mean, maybe I could run it on wireless, but oh. Yeah, so see, we don't have our camera over here, down here. That would be the phone camera, but I'm not gonna use that today because I'm trying to get more content out on other platforms, put stuff out there, so I want to be able to record stuff and put it like that. Though I might use OBS to just start recording some of the stuff that I'm doing, then turn those into clips and stuff like that. Trying to plan out new graphics and stuff for the stream. So I was saying in Discord about Wife Confidence has a new job, and I'm trying to work with that as far as time to do streaming, and I've gotten a routine down for it now for doing the lunches and making time to stream. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just breaking down the cauliflower. I'm gonna roast this in the oven. Just do it simple and easy. Wife Confidence has a half an hour lunch break, which is she's not used to that. She's used to having an hour. So I don't make too much food because she won't be able to finish it all in half an hour. So I just make a little bit and enough so that she can get full and get her through the day, so that when I make dinner she'll be hungry for dinner. So since I am doing this for her lunch, I'm just gonna prep the whole thing now. That way I don't have to work on that next time. Make it easier on myself. Basically, I'm just doing prep for the week. Meal prep, kind of. Yeah. But I make the meals fresh every day. So this will save me some time so that in the mornings before work, I can work on my supermarket simulator. I can work on that on level 22. Starting to get a little more hectic because I got more products. I just expanded my store and it's now a little busier. I got more shelves than I need right now, but I'm using one as, I call it the clearance shelf. It's not really at clearance prices, but it's all my extra stuff that I don't have that it's like an overflow shelf, basically. But it's fun. It's a good fun game. And I'm just working my way through that every now and then. I'm playing the finals a lot. That's the main game I'm playing. I'm getting better at it, and I mean I would stream it, but I don't know how many people would watch it. Cause I think I've streamed it before. Nobody really watched. It's not a newer game, but it's got 8 seasons so far. Alright, I'm gonna just clean this up real quick. I'm gonna cut some cucumbers for our curry. Cucumbers, carrots. I'm gonna prep all that stuff now. I'll get that out of the way. And then, if there's time, I'm gonna prep shrimp, like I said. And get that out of the way. As far as our curry, we won't need too much of this. This cucumber, just gonna, I could cut it in slices. Now this is a dish that's gonna be in the cookbook, which kind of is on hold for right now. I have a lot of I don't have too many recipes, but you know, it's 30, about 30 or so recipes. So I'm just cutting these to julienne slices, and we'll have this as garnish for our curry. And that's plenty right there. second, everybody. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay. So this is just for the curry. I'll set this aside. And then use this later. And the curry, if you haven't seen me make it before, it's very easy. You really just want to give the curry enough time to develop all the flavors. So we're gonna set this aside right here. Probably wrap it, put it in the fridge, because dinner is not gonna be for later. Till later. Hey Jacoby, what's going on? How you doing? I'm trying to get back to streaming. How you been? We're doing a little stream, lunch stream and dinner, so I'm gonna be streaming for what? Several hours. Devium! Want to hear something crazy? I'm packing right now. Where are you moving? Speaking of moving, we have got ourselves in a position where we can finally leave Texas. It's gonna still be tight, but we have a plan now set in place that we're gonna constantly revise and work with so that we can get out of here. So by the end of our lease, we're hoping we will be in a position to leave finally. The truck comes tomorrow to move everything to North Carolina. Oh wow, really? They're doing well. Mom passed earlier this year. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Just had a massive heart attack. Oh. So are you guys gonna go over there to take care of him and just be there with him? How is he alone now then? Or is there more family over there? Well, hope that he's doing better. And I hope you guys have a safe trip. Are you leaving today? Alright, so there's our cauliflower. We're going to set this aside. Cucumber, we'll put that away. Devium, how are you doing? Wait, Devium, I'm assuming you are full on mom mode now, or are you still working too? Grand confidence, grand wife confidence. I don't know. I think it doesn't really hit me because she is in Oregon, so we haven't ever, been able to hold her or anything. Out of habit, I'm probably gonna speak to her in Chinese because I always speak to babies in Chinese when it's family, because they're all Chinese babies. So I'm gonna probably I might teach her some Chinese. So I don't know. We'll see. It does make me feel old. Full-time stay-at-home parent. Still 2 kids in full-time school. 1 in half day. So life is 2. Canada for working. Still trying to find a time period to sneak in streams here and there. Have you? You haven't gone back to it yet, right? Let's see. Carrots. I don't know why I got 2 carrots. So I have carrots. This is going to be for our curry as well, so I'm just going to wash this real quick. I haven't streamed for a year, maybe longer. Yeah, it's like, I think you've caught up to how long I've stopped streaming. Are all the babies getting older right before your eyes? Alright, just peeling the carrot. And then we're going to cut this for our curry. As Jay turns 10 in a couple weeks. Wow! He's 10? He's 10 already? And the twins are 4? That is crazy. I still remember when we were talking about breaking them out of the hospital. Yes. Maybe I could do 2 carrots. I might as well. I'm not going to use it for anything else. So we're in the middle of packing. The truck comes tomorrow. Her dad isn't really alone, but he's not taking care of himself. Not being taken care of or taking care of himself. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a good idea then. Fortunately for my parents, you know, my family very they stay. A lot of my family members are in LA, so they have a lot of support for that kind of stuff. But yeah, my dad, he was living by himself, but it did get to the point where they were like, you can't stay by yourself. You're unable to take care of yourself. So they moved him over to my sister's place, and that's where he stayed. Okay, we're just cutting our wow, DVM, I remember when Mr. J went back to school. He was playing piano. Is he still playing piano? Alright, we're gonna set this aside. Life confidence is ready with the fire and brimstone and pitchforks. Yeah. The audacity. They're your kids. Alright, so we got our carrots. Carrots, cucumber, let's see. Cauliflower done. Cucumber done. Carrots done. Okay, really not too much. We got peanuts that I should roast. Well, I've taken a break from piano because his teacher was supposed to be moving. With the new schedule, it wasn't working, so I'm trying to find a way to get him back into it. Should have him play his favorite theme songs. Try to figure out how to play his favorite theme songs. How well does he play? Can he play by ear? Hold on, I'm gonna go grab some peanuts real quick. $125, you said your break?
Yes.
Okay. Add some peanuts. So what I'm trying to do is get all the prep stuff out of the way, because we're only using 2 cameras. Then I'll switch from the cutting board to the burner, and then we'll use that. The thing is, I could use my phone for now, and then when I can take pictures, but it's the filming part that I want to get. Filming, plating, and stuff like that. I don't know how I'll figure them out. But for now, I'm just gonna run with the 2 cameras. Just keep it simple. When are y'all moving to Oregon? Might be moving in a couple years to the West Coast. So financially, it's just been impossible. But Wife Confidence got a new job, and we're looking at it now where it's possible. It's super tight, but there's a possibility of it. It depends on a couple of different factors. So we're planning to leave at the end of summer next year. So we're like right now, anything that I would make from streaming and stuff is gonna go to moving, helping with the move. Because of my schedule, I don't have a lot of opportunity to like do deliveries, door dashing, and stuff like that. Not that I want to do it anymore, because I just don't trust people how they are right now. So I don't want to put myself out there like that. But anything that I get from streaming is going to go to moving. We're looking at the car I have right now. We're going to have to trade that in. It's not going to make the drive. So we're going to have to get another car. Moving. We have a pod. We have a rough estimate on what the pod cost is going to be right now. And then we need moving supplies and then deposits and stuff for an apartment back in Oregon. So we're still putting numbers together and crunching all that stuff, but where I work, I get a bonus in Christmas time, so that bonus will help a lot. And I don't know how much I'll get this year. Last year I got $1,000. So hopefully it's going to be more than that this year, because it's based on how many hours you work, and allegedly how long you've been working there. And a lot of people have left or gotten fired, so that kind of puts me up higher now, because we got new people that have come in. Pods are expensive, but we don't. It's the best option we have for us, what we're doing. like when we left Idaho, we had we used pods during this whole adventure from moving to from Oregon to Texas to Idaho to Texas. And they didn't send our there was some issue with the pod. We couldn't get access to it. We had everything in a U-Haul, and then we couldn't fill the pod up. So at our apartment in Idaho, the U-Haul sat at our apartment full of all of our stuff. I couldn't sleep because I thought somebody was going to break into it. So I was paranoid, and I parked it up to the apartment window, and I think I had the window open too. Um, and I slept on the couch right next to right as close to the window as I could. So if somebody did try to break into it, I would have heard it and I'd be able to run out. And I it would be probably easier if we could fill a U-Haul and go. Easier, well, cheaper. But staying at a hotel and then having a U-Haul parked in a hotel parking lot would make me worry too. Because when Wife Confidence worked for car insurance company, she said a lot of people filed claims for that. People breaking into U-Hauls in there while they were staying at a hotel, moving. That was common. So I didn't. That didn't make me feel any good about it. Buckskin, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Let's see. Peanuts are prepped. I'm gonna pop this in the oven to roast it. So we have roasted peanuts for our curry. Let me check my list here. Done, 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 done. Let's cut some limes. Cook some rice noodles. So let's get our limes cut. I haven't eaten at all yet today, so maybe I'll have a yogurt. There's shrimp I can prep, but I want to do all that after I can do that when the curry is going, because then there'll be a lot of downtime. I don't think I really needed 2 of these. We stayed at a nice high-end hotel that was on a dead-end road, and we parked in the back by a streetlight with our room nearby. Also helped that I have the world's heaviest duty mega lock on it. My husband makes fun of me for monster lock I bought. We have a decent lock for the pod. We still have it. It's in our tote for moving supplies. But like some people would steal the U-Hauls and just burn it for whatever reason. It's like, okay. Alright, so trying to stream regularly on Mondays. I really want to try to rebuild the community we had. I know it's different now because people have gone back to work and things have just changed. But I'm trying to just teach people how to cook and be a friendly educator of the culinary arts. I mean, I think I do have a knack for teaching. I've taught a lot of people in kitchens, new trainees and stuff like that, but I I enjoy it. The only time somebody tried to break in was my house back in Oregon when they did. A big red angry pit bull scared him off. Guarded that house with his life. Well, we have two scaredy cats over here, so they're not gonna do too much. I do think though, if they were cornered or they saw wife confidence or the other cat in danger, like the other cat would attack. I think that's what I think, anyways. Yep, my two of my best friends, they are thinking of moving to Oregon too. One, so here's the thing: my friend group that I grew up with, like these guys are like my brothers. One of them, he's moving to Mexico. He's buying property and he's gonna live off the land out there. He's trying to convince us to go to Mexico. I'm like, no, not going. Like, you're gonna blend in far more than me because you're Mexican. Me, no. There is a region in Mexico with an Asian population, but I don't want to go to Mexico. There's no way I'm gonna go to Mexico. Um, but my other two friends, because I've told them, you need to leave California, like get out of California. They're paying so much in rent and gas and food and everything. They complain about it and I'm like, you need to get out of the state. Like I've told you forever now, get out of there. You'll find things are cheaper. Oregon is slightly cheaper than California. It's still I think gas is like $4, four something up there or whatever. But California is more expensive than that. And housing is getting up there in Oregon too. But it's still cheaper than California. Now Texas is super cheap, but it's so bland here. Snow mountains, blue skies are great and all after a week or two, but there's no mountains, there's no variations. There's a black cat. That's that cat that goes around this complex. It's weird though. That cat is sometimes super friendly and sometimes it runs away. You wouldn't ever move back there? Well, our main thing is going back to help raise our grandkid. That's really the sole reason we're going back. Well, no, I want to go fishing again. We want to be among the trees, the pine trees, and the overcast skies 7 months out of the year, the dreary weather and all that stuff. We want to go back to that. Dumb lab charged me when he didn't see me go out to check a trap at night. Saw someone walking back with a flashlight. Didn't realize it was me. It's kind of scary until he heard my voice. My 3-bed, 1-bath, 920 square foot house, a busy street, and not a nice neighborhood in Beaverton. It's sold for $451. 920 square foot house. Well, I mean it's Beaverton too, because like in Sandy, our house in Sandy was a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it sat on a 1/4 acre lot. I think the backyard was 1/4 acre, or the whole lot was 1/4 acre. And for us, we sold it for 318, 321, something like that. We bought it for 155. We sold it for like 318, 321, something like that. It's right now it's listed at 460 something. But I mean it's been 7 years, so listed for 395. Man, that's crazy. All right. Let's see what other prep can I do. I'll prep the potatoes. Let's pluck some herbs. 15 bits. The thing with our old house is I do look at it from time to time I do miss that house. That is my first house that I ever bought. And I do miss the house. I miss the kitchen especially. I don't I don't think any of you guys, none of you guys were around when I was streaming from that house. Man, I had so much room. I could dance in that kitchen. I could spin in that kitchen. Yeah, you guys have what, a family of four on 10 acres, a 450 square foot house with a 3,200 square foot heated shop now for way less. You have a lot of room, Buckskin. 5 total in a 3-bedroom house. Oh man, that reminds me of living with my family. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 4-bedroom house, and there was a 4-bedroom house that we lived in growing up. One of the houses we grew up in, and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think at a time there was 8 of us living in that house. I guess that's not too bad. 3 kids all have their own room. We moved all our stuff into the basement. Looking out for the kids first. We need more, but we'll be okay. Enough room for farm animals, a garden, and room to play. You can hold little Renaissance tournaments, like medieval archery tournaments on your property. Archfest. Arrowfest. So I'm just plucking these leaves and how's the audio? Is the music too loud? Do you know what? I might I was trying to think of an idea for how to cook the salmon. I might just take these large leaves and wrap the salmon in it, and then bake it maybe. Or just put one on top of the, sandwich it between the basil, and then saute it. The basil is gonna just turn black, and it's not gonna look great at all. But we'll just take the basil off, and then the salmon should have the basil flavor. Yeah, but our whole house is like half renovated and needs work in every room. Oh, so is that why it was cheaper? Because it's like a fixer-upper? Alright, I have an hour to make the lunch. We bought the house 10 years ago for $265. Houses around us that are basically the same house are going for like $500-600 even just they had a 4-bed house. We are looking at $700. So you guys, I mean, you guys would be able to sell and then put a good down payment on a new house then, right, Devium? Bought private. He's a bit of a fixer-upper. Well, Jacoby, I hope tomorrow you guys have a safe trip. That's a long drive. Are you gonna, how many days are you gonna take to make that drive? Like, how many are you planning? Because us going back to Oregon, we're planning for 3 days. If my stepson comes to help us, because Wife Covenants asked if they could help us with the drive, we might try to do it in 2 days, maybe. I'm driving it in 1 day. 1 day, wow. Property is similar to ours in size and work, listed publicly for 365 but sold for 700. Yeah, land is expensive. It's just potentially property, and it's just gonna keep getting more expensive because that's the thing that at some point we'll run out. We're not gonna have space, so everything's just gonna go up and up. Alright, so I'm just plucking these. This is gonna be for topping our curry with. This should be enough. Gonna die in this house, I ain't moving. Well, that's kind of our thing too, where we go back. We don't know if we want to get into a house again because what the hell? Why am I getting weirdo spam texts? Okay, alright. Join a protest, it says. That's odd. Somebody's got me on a list for whatever reason. But yeah, we don't know if we want to get into another house. I mean, we're already older. And who knows? I don't know. It would be nice to have a house again, but the idea of being able to pick up and go if things turn to crap is also appealing. Problem isn't space, it's dense cities becoming more dense while zoning laws make it harder for multiple people. You know, I wish that they would, the homesteading laws would have been not as restrictive. That was always the goal, to just get a piece of land and live off the land. It's almost every state, if you buy 40 acres hypothetically and want to give 5 acres to your family or friend, zoning laws state that 1 house per yard. Yeah. But what if you do it on a technicality and say this isn't a house, this is a chicken coop with a bed? It's like how some people get around the no livestock rule. They say this isn't a livestock, this is my pet, and they give it a name and all that stuff, and then that's how they kind of get around that. They're like, it's not livestock, it's a pet. Okay, what else I got? Potato, basil mint done. You can do some things, but if you're setting up a commune, it has to be rezoned, which could cost thousands. I think people get a little suspicious about communes nowadays. Okay. Could cook our noodles, because that'll have to be cold anyways. Oh wait, I'm trying to get all the cooking stuff out of there. It's funny that I'm taking my horse's pajamas off right as you said it. It's a pet and not livestock. Well, that's the thing. Here's a funny thing at work. One of my coworkers, he's Salvadorian, say commune because it's the closest wording. I think everybody would just. I think that's gonna be what clicks in people's head. Oh, multiple people living on same property, commune, or yeah, something to that effect. But it does have a negative. What's a negative? What's the word? I've told you guys I have a hard time finding words for my sentences now. I can't think straight like I used to. I want my best friend to be my neighbor. That's what my friends and I were talking about. We buy property and then we just put houses on the land and we all live next to each other. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna have some yogurt real quick. I didn't say that. I said that in my head, but I didn't tell you guys. Commune. I think a lot of people would just be wary of it. I don't like politics. That's why I don't talk about politics. I don't like people who try to press people to express their politics. It's none of your business. Because nowadays people have put so much emphasis on political beliefs and it ruins everything because you're so stuck on what somebody's political beliefs are that you won't see the other things about that person. Then they go, why aren't people buying houses? Oh no, I mean, I'm just saying. I don't like politics at all. Me personally, I don't talk about it at work. And so many times people start talking about stuff, they start saying stuff, and I'm like, huh? And they just try to keep getting me to say something that will be one or the other, but I'm neutral on it. I have my political beliefs, but I don't share that because it's nobody's business. You know, because a lot of people will. Once you say something about which way you lean, they apply all these things to you that aren't necessarily true, and then they just only see you as those things. I feel like Texas is nice because my neighbors are all different political sides, and it's nice to get a lot of different opinions and ideas. Not sure if that's everywhere, but my neighborhood is very diverse. Well, I since I became a Christian, that's what I go by. I don't think about politics. Now that's another thing I don't bring up at work. I don't I don't bring up um, I don't bring up my faith at work, and I just try to be an example of what I should be. I don't say it. I don't. I don't bring attention to it or anything like that. I just try to live by it. Only one government. God's government. Well, I mean, yeah, the idea, I guess. it's like the, it's like a lot of pastors say, Um, live live as an example to the point where when somebody sees how you are, how you act, how you carry yourself, that if and when they find out you're a Christian, they'll be like, "Oh, that's not a surprise." Like now it makes sense. But also I do work in the kitchen though. Wait a minute. This sorry, this multi chat. So I'm using multi chat. So Alex, I didn't see your thingy. It didn't pop up. Alex, are you here? Alex to the stream. Alex, you don't have to say anything. Your actions speak really loud. I like you for that. It's not a religious ideology. It's not a religious. Oh, I mean, you've never been mean or rude to me, so that's awesome. Try not to be. I can be mean and rude, but then that's not how we should carry ourselves. And yeah, I just try not to be. I'm trying to be better. It's so good to see you, Alex. I do hope you're staying bundled up in all this cold weather. How are you today? Huh? Alright. Good to see you, Alex. Hope you're doing well. We're gonna... I think I'm gonna get comfortable enough to start doing the... the Ramsey... the Ramsey one again. But... what was I doing? I was about to do some... what's on the list? Rice noodles. We could get that out of the way. You can curry my chicken anytime, Casey. Wait. Ah, Hoju. Dear Hoju. Welcome in. Good to see you. How's everything going? Always a pleasure to see you. Okay, so I'm going to put this pot of water on the stove behind me. And I'm going to drop in some vermicelli noodles, rice vermicelli noodles, so they can cook, and then I'm going to chill it and hold it off to the side. Then that's ready. And then I am pretty much done with prep besides potatoes. Once I do the potatoes, all the prep is basically done, and then I can wash this cutting board and then get ready to make prep the shrimp and stuff like that. All my Christian friends and a lot of my Jewish friends, regardless of how they ask me when I'm gonna finish my degree. What degree are you going for? I'm in bed, probably gotta sleep again soon, as I gotta work tonight. Man, I do like sleep. My body has not gotten used to the time change yet. So I will start to fall asleep at around 10 or 11. I start to fall asleep. And that doesn't help when I'm trying to game. I gotta come in clutch when playing with my squad. Accounting, but before that I was pretty mad, and my grandma was kind of sad when I dropped out. My parents were terribly disappointed when I didn't go and become a doctor. Well, see, that's the thing. I know I'm getting old, but the time change, I've not adjusted to it. Only degree I got is the deodorant in my bathroom. I got my Associates of Science. Is it? I don't know. Culinary Arts? I guess that counts. In your defense, every Asian parent is disappointed when we don't become doctors. Yes. Doctors or what? Accountants. My nephew's an accountant. He He just graduated and he's in accounting. But his sister, my niece, she's a physical therapist. They're in that top money fields. Your daily set of times is over. Is it? So wait, when we spring forward, is that not happening then? Well, I mean, hopefully we're not going to be in Texas next year. I mean, after summer, we won't be in Texas. This is the last of the Mohicans of daylight savings time. All right. Man, I could get the curry going now. Like, okay, this lunch that I'm making for Wife Confidence. I don't think you guys really need to see it. Do you want to see it? It's just, I'm just gonna cook salmon in a pan and make rice and roast some cauliflower. I can show you it when it's done, but that way I don't have to finagle all the stuff and move things around because we're only using the 2 cameras right now. So she'll be on break soon. So I should start making the rice now. I mean, Texas is nice and all, but it's... Honestly, it's never felt like home. It's never felt... We've never felt like we've settled here. Like we've been able to relax and just enjoy being here. Like, since being in Texas, we've had our cars broken into twice. I got into a major accident that messed up my shoulder. The car that I bought, ended up, I got caught in a hailstorm and I had to sit in the car while the car got smashed around me. The windshield was shattering in my face. It hasn't been that good of a go of things here. And it's fair. I tell my friends that there's a place for everyone, and sometimes the places for some aren't for others. I would love to live in New York City, but then I know others wouldn't. I think New York City, like, it's too... I don't think I enjoy the East Coast. And the thing, like, New York, I have no interest in ever going to New York. Nothing about it interests me. I don't like the city. I don't like cities. I'm more of an outdoors person. I like trees. I like being out amongst the trees. East Coast is gorgeous and only in DC and... what? What is MD? Maryland. I was like, medical doctor? Oh, wow. So that's just the natural odor of those states? Or district? Okay, I'm getting rice cooking right now. I've got water going for our rice vermicelli. So I'm using this one this time. You can get this, or you can get, they have other ones that'll say like rice vermicelli noodles. This one says vermicelli rice noodles. It's kind of the same. This is thinner. The other one that they had at the store is a little bit thicker, but I was going with this one because it is thinner, and then like the noodles will soak and absorb the flavor of the curry a lot better. So that's why I went with this time. Weird because I've never been to DC when it didn't smell. It was weird. I used to go on field trips all the time. Oh, really? Hoju, you you work night shifts? Only night shifts? I mean, see, like, my last job when I was working at Apple, I worked in the morning, got up at 5 to go to work, to fall asleep on the drive home, get home, and then I set up and I would stream. That was rough, that drive. Now, I have afternoon slash evening shift, but it sucks because it doesn't. I could stream in the morning. I think. I think I might try to do that maybe. It would be a short stream though. So wife confidence when she starts work, then I would stream. Maybe I could try that. It would be quick though. The other place I went that was long distance was Florida, then the Lost Colony. The Lost Colony? Croatian? Florida, I hear too much about Florida from Floridians that I work with that I don't really want to go there. I mean, I want to go to Universal Harry Potter World. I want to go there. Disney doesn't interest me anymore. It ruined Star Wars. Croatoan. Croatoan. Where is that? Alright, let me prepare a pan for roasting our cauliflower. It's the name that was carved on the tree after the first colony disappeared. Oh, really? So it's still standing? And Virginia Dare turned into a white deer? I'm very confused now. It's disappeared. Right now, my nephew up in Idaho has moose that are in the early mornings hanging out on his lawn. Real stories of the East Coast. I will prefer the West Coast. Ocean fishing in California, and then freshwater fishing in Oregon. First real settlement in the New World suddenly just disappeared. Left all their stuff, were never found. Well, that's curious. Alright, I'm just gonna get a handful of the cauliflower. And we'll just roast this. That way I can also roast the peanuts as well. That's why it's called the Lost Colony. Oh, okay. Gonna have to get rid of a bunch of this stuff when we leave. Nobody knows what happened to them. A tale of intrigue and adventure. Okay, I'm just gonna do salt and pepper on this with some oil. Actually, I could maybe I was gonna say put some miso paste on it. If I ever build a time machine, I'll go back and see. If you guys had access to a time machine, would you do the Back to the Future route and try try to become a multi-billionaire through sports betting. Time travel is tricky. But the local Native Americans Algonquin told the settlers who came back looking for the colony that Virgin Deer was turned into a white deer. Virginia Dare. Well, what was Virginia Dare? Also, I thought you were gonna be like, would you pull up and try to seduce your mom? Bark Dog, what's going on? You changed your name. Did you? What was your name before? I'm trying to get back to streaming. Virginia Dare was the first English person born in the New World. And they said the person turned into a white deer? Interesting. Hey, he didn't do that in the movie. She came on to him. I think he stole his wallet. Let's see. Alright, I got water boiling, so I'm gonna put the noodles in. I need the water in the noodle pot to drop a little bit. This is gonna go into the oven so that we can just roast it real quick. And then I will cook the salmon closer to lunchtime so it'll be hot and fresh. I like how the second Back to the Future looks so close to the first. I've been trying again too, but not cooking, so I have people coming in saying it's been like 8 years. Where's the cooking? Okay, wait. What? Did you change your name though? Your name is familiar, but I remember your name from way back when I first started streaming. Buff, what's going on? How you doing? 5 years? This is crazy. Wait. Exactly. We started at the same time back then. Okay. Wait, Bark, what are you doing? What are you streaming now? Okay, yeah, see, 7 years. Yeah, this is... Okay, you guys. Bark was there when I started streaming. Probably before I started streaming, Bark was streaming and was giving me advice on how to stream. Because I was doing gaming streams or something. My first stream was a gaming stream. I think I was playing Fortnite or something. But I got enough followers to be an affiliate already. I just needed to stream more. And then I started doing cooking streams. I taught you knife skills? What? Do you still have VODs or any of your old stuff? It's almost 6 next month. That's wild. Now I'm a real cook. Okay, Bark, you gotta jog my memory. Bark's been here longer than me. Yeah, Bark. So, honestly, like, when I got on Twitch, Bark was part of the food and drink community when it was still creative. And I got to learn the other people, and it was such a small group. And then that was before... it was before Team Bone-In formed. It was just us collection of streamers. But yeah, you guys, if you're not following Bark Dog, let's all drop a follow. I should still be following you, because let me see. I'm multi-streaming, so it. Okay, your if you didn't change your avatar, that looks very familiar. I think. Oopsie. Okay, yes, I'm following. Yeah, so everybody drop a follow to Bark Dog and help support a fellow old school streamer friend from back in the day. Oh yeah, I don't have links allowed. I'm sorry. I don't have links in here because when we did front page, I disabled links in the chat, and I have never taken that off. I just want to see, while we're waiting for our stuff to cook, I'm gonna look on your, oh, okay. Why does it keep, do, do, do. I do horse girls and drone games now, basically. Oh, no more cooking then? Wait a minute. I think I remember this. I think I remember this clip. Yes, I remember. I remember this. It's okay, okay. Bark, I remember now. Alright. Good to see you, Bark. Yes, that jogged my memory completely. Good times we had. Well, it's good to see you again. So yeah, if you guys aren't following Bark Dog, make sure to drop follow and support Bark returning to streaming and doing his thing. Buff, how you doing? Good to see you. It's good to see everybody. All right, I have to cook now. I have to cook, or else wife confidence won't have something to eat. Let me try to focus. I'm a professional. Wait, Bark, you're cooking now? Buff, what have you been up to? And Buff, do you play the finals? Professional hooligan. Who doesn't aspire to that? Oh, doing okay in between America and UK living. Buff, we're gonna go back to Oregon, like for real, for real, for real, for real. I've not played it. No. Oh, it's a first-person shooter. It's fast-paced. It's really fun. I play it every night with my coworker. Leo! Oh, Oh, there's an ad. At a bar, so most of the burgers and sandwiches, but still cooking. Hey, it's still cooking at burgers or... There's nothing wrong with burgers. I make burgers at night where I'm working. Burgers, sandwiches, pastas, all kinds of crazy stuff. Can we get a shout out for Leo? The legendary lurker Leo. Awesome as always. Yeah, Buff. I've been playing the finals pretty regularly, and I don't know. It's a first-person shooter. It's a lot of fun, but it's fast-paced. I don't know if you'd be interested in playing. And Supermarket Simulator. Oh, and I'm back on my Euro Truck hype. Fetty! Oh my God, Fetty's here, everybody. Drop that follow to Fetty. Fetty was a cooking streamer when I was still streaming regularly, if you guys remember Fetty. And we can always drop and support follows to all of our streamer friends. Fetty, how's it going? How you been? Good to see you. Buff, I didn't touch the American Trucker Simulator. Well, remember, I don't know if you remember when I told you how I got the Oregon pack, and then I was trying to drive to my old house, and then the scale was so off, I didn't even see the water of Multnomah Falls. They didn't even have it there, and I got pissed off, so I stopped playing. Alright, we're gonna let the rice finish up. Good. Happy to see your day off today, so just hanging out, cleaning, gaming. What are you playing? Fetty, do you play the finals? I'm trying to get as many people to play, because it's a fun game. It's a fast-paced game. Cash box, deposit it. If you want to do stuff like that, it's Flying Sims. What is ATS and ETS? Or like 4-to-1 ratio, I think. I just started Arc Raiders. So, the same company that does Arc Raiders does the finals. The finals came out. Well, Arc Raiders just came out, but it's the same company that does Arc Raiders. American Truck Simulator. I was like, is that a time zone? ATS and ETS? I tried to play the the Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it's too real. I couldn't fly and I crashed, but I did fly over our house in Sandy, in Oregon. Alright, let me drop this noodle. Actually, let's hold off on that. Let me get a pan and make this salmon real quick. I'm gonna pop this into the oven so we can get some color on that. And Microsoft Sim would actually have people's houses on it. Yeah, it's amazing, cause I flew from the PDX airport in Portland, and I flew it to the closest airport to where our house was at, and I was able to look down and see the house. I was just like, oh, my house. Collecting eggs. How many eggs do you get per day about, Buckskin? Okay, I'm gonna use this pan. On that stove, I'm just gonna cook the salmon. Once that salmon is done, we can move the camera to the... I might just hook up the phone so that we can do the stove, the induction burner, and then we can have that going for the curry. And then I can try to pick up the cat. Sprout? Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't know you were the last of 10. I'm the first of 13. Are you really, Fetty? That's like my best friend. He's I think he's got like 13, 14 in his family. He's the third to the last. Right now, 4 of 22 chickens, but they're only 5 months old. Very young layers. It's gonna add up fast. Are you gonna sell the eggs? What kind of Thai curry is it? It's a red curry. Just red curry paste with fish sauce. I have the recipe. Here was one thing I was thinking. You guys know I'm working on the cookbook. I have the recipes. I don't have great photos, so I was kind of thinking of not having photos. Do you guys think it would still be worth getting without photos? Getting a frosted purple, green, and brown eggs. Oh, what's the you have that chicken that lays the pastel eggs? Need photos. We need our eyes. We eat with our eyes. But what if I write very descriptively? Very descriptively. Americana is also a submission move that you apply on somebody's hand or wrist, arm. Make your cookbook like a cool graphic novel. Hey, that wouldn't be a bad idea to do it like a comic book. Pop-up book. They'll be like, this looks nothing the same as in this pop-up book. Drawn is fine. Alright, I'm just gonna get our salmon and get some butter in that pan. I'm gonna let it heat up first. Let me just try to set up my phone for the other camera. It's gonna be messy though, cause I didn't set up the angle or anything. So this is gonna be a mess. Let me move this. You can comic book style with lots of cooking action. Fatty! Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate that. Like I said earlier, hey, the alerts are working again. Anything that we're getting from the streams is going to go towards helping us move back to Oregon. We have a plan. We have funds that are going to be tight but can get us there. But any other little bit will help. So anything that we're getting from the stream, that's going straight to helping us move. Cover costs for gas, food, hotel, deposits for when we go back, and everything that we're going to need to purchase or take care of. We're going to use it towards that. Okay, let's see. Real quick. I'm going to set up the other... Oh, it's all messed up. I don't know how this is going to work, guys. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to set all that stuff up right now. Actually, I'm going to have to wait because I got to cook this salmon. So hold on. We'll hold off on that. We're in Central Texas. We're going to go to like Portland, Oregon, basically. Back to the old stomping grounds. Better fishing streams. Better fishing streams. My missus wants to live in Oregon as well. Buff, we could be neighbors. Imagine the food review streams we could do. Again, that's where this wants to go. See, look, we could do streams where it'll be funny because it'll be from the camera will be shown from my perspective, so it'll just show you from the neck down, and then it'll be from your perspective, so it'll be you from not even the top of my head. We can change it up like that. It'll just be like a disembodied voice. Alright, I'm putting butter in the pan. I'm going to cook our salmon. The pan is super hot, so I'm going to let that cool down a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to cut the salmon. It's in a cryovac bag. I'm going to cut that open, salt, pepper, and then we're just going to put it in the pan when it cools off a little bit. Have a make a drive up to Oregon for food review streams. We're going to collab stream. Wait, Fetty, where are you right now? What state are you in right now? Yes, I would like a authentic, certified, pasty. Alright, I gotta stop talking right now because lunch is about to happen. I need to do this quick. That's what happens with streaming. Always catches up to you. So I'm cooking with butter because it splashes less. For one reason, it splashes less, and it gives more flavor than just oil. California Northern. I still, before leaving Texas, I still want to do my Texas Twitch fishing tournament. So I'm going to put that out there in the food and drink club for anybody who's interested. And see if anybody wants to do that before we leave. I smell toasted peanuts. Alright, toasted peanuts. Set that there. Need that to go a little longer. Yeah, food review streams would be good, or just videos. I'm trying to lean into YouTube a little bit more because I guess I'm eligible. I have enough of subscribers to make some money if I get watch time. So I want to increase the watch time on my content so that I can start making some money over there. If I hit the I'm at 860 something subs, so if I get 1,000, then I can apply to monetize the channel completely. Then I could get ad money. So that's what I'm kind of working on. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now. It's the same name. That's where I started, was YouTube. And then my coworker was he was a Twitch streamer for gaming, and he's like, dude, you should really try Twitch. I mean, you might do better there. And cause I would complain about video editing and all that stuff. He was like, yeah, you don't got to do that on Twitch, it's live. So I was like, oh, give it a try. One snowy day in Oregon where I got snowed in, couldn't go to work, so I was like, oh, let me try this thing. And it was cool. You know, I only had maybe 1 or 2 viewers that first cooking stream, but then it grew from there. and then you know, we peaked during COVID, and then we hit a slump because I couldn't stream. Roach, what's going on? How you doing? The cooking community is cool on Twitch for sure. Fetty, there is a Twitch club, Twitch Food and Drink Club now. If you're still doing cooking streams, I would say join the club. Oh, thank you, Fetty. I gotta cook that side and then pin the message so people can see. How pinned what? Oh, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do nothing on stream no more. Oh, so many things have changed. All right, we'll turn this off. Put this away, don't need that. So once I get this out of the way, I'm gonna, actually I can now use that camera for there and then just work with the stove. So, alright, I won't need to swap the camera. Made by Saz. Oh, you're on YouTube. Okay, I was like, hey. Don't forget to add about 20 pounds of mushrooms. Blend 3 chilies with red pepper, and don't forget the salt, plus a pinch of cumin. 20 pounds. That's what Jamie Oliver did, which was crazy. On both, double up. Appreciate that, Fetty. I watched this video on YouTube about the downfall of Jamie Oliver, and it was just like, yeah. Funk Humperdinck? What's going on? You have a... Oh. Well, I was like, you have a mod thing, so you've got to be somebody. Appreciate the double views. Yeah, if I can start getting ad revenue from YouTube, that would be great. But that means I have to really focus on making good quality videos. I'm learning how to use this camera. I've got a 50mm lens on it now. And I'm learning how to use that. So that's kind of been really nice to do. Jamie Oliver made curry. He made the chilies into a paste. He didn't add the shrimp paste. He added the coconut milk while cooking the food. Jamie Oliver is he had his time. I will say. Let's plate this up real quick. Quick little meal. Again, this is for Wife Confidence's lunch. Nothing too over the top or anything. Just rice, salmon, and we're doing cauliflower. You know, the funny thing, Buff, is I've used use a rice bowl to plate rice. Ain't not a rice bowl, just a little, bowl, tiny bowl to plate up the rice, and every single time, I will say, that person left a mark because every time I do that, I think about the person on Instagram. I was using their technique. And a lot of people forget that when he says he's gonna make something, it's not gonna be authentic, nor is he gonna be doing it the proper way. I believed him until I actually have his book. His book was one of the first cookbooks I bought before I went to culinary school and everything. I had the Naked Chef cookbook, and I was like, oh, cool. I watched his show on Food Network, all that stuff. And then I became a professional, and I started seeing how he was doing things. I was like, hey. Crazy thing is, recently I was showing my missus how to cook rice using her video. Hey, that rice video is pretty good, right? The problem with me and my YouTube videos is I have no energy in those videos. I am like a robot in those videos. Alright, 1 second. I'm going to pass this plate over to Wife Confidence. Hey, Bark, are you still here? Okay. Made fried rice. Made a sauce with tofu, lime juice, sesame oil, and he used a mortar and pestle to pound the tofu into a sauce. That sounds gross. So gross. Alright, I'm going to now get the curry going. Have it there with your drink. All I'm gonna say is look up Uncle Roger, Jamie Oliver videos. But you show demeanor is why it's nice to watch the live stream. It's not like wild Mr. Beast energy. Mr. Beast. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to, you want to be yourself, or else people will pick up real quick that's not really the way that person is. I'm going to move this camera over to the stove, the induction burner, and then that way you guys can see that whatever prep stuff I'm doing is going to be not related to the curry, so don't worry about that. So let's go ahead and take this off. Do occasionally miss the black beanie and egg on head days. How many times did Wife Competence break an egg over my head? It was like once.
It was hard.
Well, you used didn't you use the what was it, the claw thing, the gripper?
Yes, that's what was so hard. That's right.
I
And I hate you with it.
I have the clip. Alright, hold on everybody. just getting the camera set. Alright, that's like an overhead shot. Today we are making, what is that? A trillion, a billion eggs, scrambled eggs, and eaten in 5 minutes? Or the whipped cream. The pies. Yeah, Lifeboat really love doing the whipped cream. Yeah, pies to the face. Why does it seem like I didn't use this one before? This pot is too big for it. Oh, that's why. The pot that I normally would make this in has oil in it. Okay, we'll use our pan to make this. Alright, let's see how that looks. It's a little too far away. Don't mind this. Nothing like the pot noodle tasting session as well. You know, I've thought about that before. You're very particular about the way I had to do it. Alright, that's not gonna work because it's right over. It's right over the thing. Let me see. Alright, hold on. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's a good shot. Alright, we'll do that. I mean, if you're gonna try them, you gotta do it right. What can I say? Alright, that works, I guess, right? Okay, we're going to... That's a really good angle, actually. Okay, so we're gonna start on the curry. So let me just pull up my recipe. This is a recipe. This is my recipe for this. So oh, you know what, Buff? I saw a video. I should have watched it because I didn't watch it. I was planning to watch it later, but it was Christopher Daniels, how he came up with Curry Man. 2 tablespoons of oil. Alright, so we're going to do oil, and then we're going to take our curry paste and add that to the pan so we can cook the curry paste a little bit. Two tablespoons. And then onions first. Alright, so we have an onion. Just imagine me cutting an onion. You guys have seen me do that before. We're gonna julienne this onion right here. Alright. Turn this on. And we're gonna we're gonna saute the onions till they soften up. I'm actually gonna move my camera out of the way. Not these cameras, but the picture taking camera. My cameras and my lenses. Alright, so we got that. So once that gets hot, we'll saute. I just want to soften this up. Why do people always do yard work on my day off? What? Okay. What time do people do yard work? What is the earliest time that people do yard work at your complex? Or wherever you live, like the people who have like a lawn care business, what time is the earliest time that they come by to start working on the lawns? And we're just softening this up. 10 a.m.? That's a luxury at 10 a.m. The people that come to do the complex over here, they come at, what, 7? 7 a.m. in the morning. They're out here with the lawnmowers, the leaf blowers, everything going at 7 in the morning. It's really, really annoying. Okay. I'm getting a little bit of caramelization on our onions. I'm gonna lower this down. We're gonna get our red curry paste. And we want 2 tablespoons. For a month I had next door neighbors doing work on a pond in their garden. I'm right next to jackhammers at 8 a.m. Wow. No consideration. Alright, so 2 tablespoons. So I'm using 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. Once we get that in, you just want to cook the curry paste a bit. Looks like I finally need to get some more curry paste. You know, that kind of stuff, you would think people would think, oh, is this gonna bother everybody else? You would think that's how they would look at things. I have a culinary inquiry. I know people put stuff in their ramen, but to me, I grew up on plain Maruchan, so I don't know what to do. Don't know what to put in. Who has recommendations? Honestly, when I make instant ramen, I will put this in there. I'll put Thai curry paste. I'll put some stock. Instead of the packets, I just use like stock, different kinds of stock, chicken stock, dashi powder. That dashi powder with Thai curry paste is really good. And then I throw in kaffir lime leaves. I like treat it like a soup. That's all you really got to think of it as. Whatever you would want to your broth to taste like, go ahead and add it in there. Just ran out of my golden curry cubes from Japan, and I already missed them. I have I don't know if it's golden curry or it's the Vermont one. I'm gonna add a little more oil to this. Last instant ramen I did, I had steak, eggs, edamame, napa cabbage, daikon, broccoli, pickled red onions. You put the pickled red onions in it to cook, or you topped it with that? We just want to cook the flavor of the paste. We want to help give it a little extra something by cooking it first. Now I'm going to add coconut milk. At the end, I like to make bougie instant ramen from time to time. I think if you add anything to it, it makes it bougie. At least better than just plain ramen. I guess that is what I'm confused about too. I need to watch some ramen videos because I want to make good ramen, but need inspiration. The most common thing is to drop an egg into it and let it cook. Poach an egg in your ramen. Alright, I'm going to add the carrots. And we're going to reduce this by half. Have it Hong Kong style and have spam and eggs. Sounds like it would be a good ramen. See, there you go. And sometimes I'll take bok choy or whatever's on hand, vegetable wise. Add that in. I throw rice in my ramen. Cooked rice. I'll throw rice in there. So I end up making like ramen kanji. Leftovers are meant to be eaten at will. I have put in frozen burritos in my ramen. Whole. Frozen and whole. I have thrown them into my pot of ramen. I believe you. Oh yeah, like get some miso paste, get different dashi is really good. I think dashi powder goes really well for a lot of different things. You can use dashi powder. But dashi powder is good. Like curry paste, different curry paste that you might like. I mean, I have had struggle meals of baked beans and ramen. Yeah, baked beans. See, like stuff like that. Your mind will take you on an adventure where your stomach will follow. This is starting to smell good already. I have, so my recipe calls for 4 chicken thighs. I have 3, so I'm just gonna use 3. Fucking wild. It's your food. Drop some A1 in there. You like ketchup? You like it even better in your ramen. Love it or hate it, a Whopper never said no to some ramen. Have I ever thrown a burger into a ramen? Technically, no. Because I got rid of the bread and the lettuce. When you have a chance, look up ramen mozzarella sticks. They're real good. Ramen mozzarella sticks. That sounds like it would be an easy Korean adaptation. Cause like, you know, Korean corn dogs, they got the ones where it's just mozzarella sticks too. It's basically mozzarella with rice coating or something. Oh, Roach, I'm sorry, I didn't see your thing pop up. This multi-chat thing doesn't show those alerts. I'm so sorry, Roach. It's 31 minutes ago. I do hope you're still here to hear your greeting. It does not do good that you've had to wait so long. We have a Christmas party coming up, and last year, at least last year at the party, they had like a little karaoke thing. Let me get one. They had a little karaoke thing going on, and I was thinking this year to do a Foo Fighter song. Now, before you get any ideas, I don't do karaoke. But I wanted to do this song and dedicate it to all of my coworkers. It was going to be my hero, and I was going to say all you guys are my hero. I was going to pick up the guitar and learn the complete version of it on an acoustic guitar and go bring it to work and then play it. And then at the end of it say, this is also my 2-week notice. I'm cooking this year for Christmas. It's finally come back to me this time. I miss cooking for the holidays, like a big cooking thing. Gonna start confusing people at the work potluck with Whopper ramen. Throwing the turkey out and roasting goose. Goose! That'd be a good. I've never actually had goose or worked with it. What is the matter, boy? Alright, I'm going to add a tablespoon of chicken powder. If you have chicken broth, use chicken broth. I don't. I'm using powder. I will taste it to see if it needs anything else. If it needs more than that later, but we'll just go with 1 tablespoon. And then I'm going to add, let's go with quart of water. We'll do a quart of water, as please do when me and my brother left Burger King, stole a bunch of Whopper patties from the freezer, and we did that. I used to work at Burger King when I was in high school. I've not ever worked at one of those fast food joints, and I really want to. Still, to this day, I want to work at a fast food place. Okay, I'm gonna add the chicken thighs. You need something?
Yeah, where's Ollie?
I don't know.
I just heard him crying and I wanted to reassure him that I'm alive.
We turned around and fired everyone because the branch got closed down to turn into a hotel, and they didn't tell us to the day we were fired. That sucks. No, I want to work at a fast food place. I really do. Like it's a dream of mine to work at a fast food place. I want to work at the McDonald's. Alright, we're just gonna plop this in. Plop, plop, plop. I might add a little bit more water because I want to cover these. Plop, plop, plop. Bap, bap, bap. I've been saying that a lot at work. Because I've been watching a lot of cat videos. So now, at work, if something comes up where I have to, like, you know, dab something or whatever, I'll just be like, bap, 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 bap. And everybody's like, what's wrong with you? I go, nothing. Bap, bap, bap. It should be alright. I will cover this. So I need to add the potatoes too. So we'll cut the potatoes now, throw those in. I have itch. I need scratch. Okay, add that stuff, let it simmer. Fish sauce and palm sugar. Alright. Palm sugar, 24 grams. I think that was... I don't remember, it's one or two of these. Let me see. Bap, bap, bap. Alright, it's about one of those, so I'll go with that. Yeah, I just want to be like, start at a fast food place, like start at McDonald's, and be like, you three, you go over there. I got all of this. Nah. They might, the thing is, they might look at they might not hire me just based on my experience. Because they'll be like, you're overqualified. And I'll be like, yeah, I know. Please. I do have to say, even though I hated the place, my best time was at a little chef. It was so forgotten about. We would have like 4 people come in a day. So most of the time, me and my brother would just be mucking about. When me and my best friends worked together at a museum food court, that was one of the best times. I think more because one of my friends, it was my best friend's little brother. And he was like a supervisory kind of role. And every time he told me to do something, I'd be like, you do it. You don't tell me what to do, you do it. he'd always try to assert his authority in front of all the other people. But the thing is, when we're in our little friend group, it's because he's the younger brother, he doesn't have the authority over me or his brother and stuff. So when he would try to do that at work, I'd be like, nah, I'm busy doing this. You go ahead and take care of that. The best times was working with my friends. Alright, I'm going to cut our potato and throw it in there. It's a big potato. Fetty, were you sending a link or what? What is that there? It's a big potato. confidence didn't finish all of her lunch, so that means I get to clip you. Oh. Fetty, are you in the Discord? Share it in the Discord. Alright, I'm just peeling this potato, and then I'm gonna cube it up to throw it into the pan, into the curry. Nothing crazy. I will need to cook the rice noodles though. I was trying to make new starting screens and stuff last night, but it was super late, and then I started falling asleep. So I like to use thighs with this because there's so much more flavor in the thighs. Sure, let me check. Thighs have so much more flavor than the breast. There's fat, which gives us a lot of nice flavor. I'm leaving the skin on too because fat. Oh, buff. I got on for a period of time I was on a Scott's Diner kick, and then I watched his promo about when they were in TNA and they were the Main Street Mafia, and then he was getting pissed off because was it Bubba that challenged him or something or whatever, and one of his problems was about getting called out was that he was fat. He was like, he's fat. Main Event Mafia. It's a good good day for this curry. Just for extra, I'm gonna throw in some kaffir lime leaves. I don't think I have that in the recipe though. Okay, I still gotta do the fish sauce. Right, and then fish sauce. Hold on, I gotta grab some paper towels. smells so good in here right now. Kaiser, what's going on? Just getting the muffler replaced all day. I hope you're doing well. I made lunch for Wife Confidence. Salmon with some roasted cauliflower and rice. And then we're just doing this curry here now. Getting that going. I gotta add the fish sauce. How's it going, Kaiser? How much was that to do a muffler? 1 tablespoon. Alright, that should be everything. The lighting isn't bad since it's daytime, so I don't have my light set up. I got a squirrel drinking out of the water that we set outside for the birds. I was about to say chickens, but there's no chickens out here. Bonafide birds. He's slurping up that water. Brought them down from 923 to 500 flat, which is probably half of what that old piece of junk is worth at this point. How'd you convince them to go so low? That's a big drop. Alright, I'm gonna cook the rice noodles. Get that out of the way. Our Discord now? Nice! Welcome to the Discord. Bap, bap, bap. Cash and manager was basically like, I don't get paid enough to care. As a chain place. That's sad when that's the response. Oh, the birds chased the squirrel away from the water. It's for all of you guys. Stop fighting. I can refill. Don't worry. Alright, we'll let that keep cooking. Alright, I'm gonna put this, that's not gonna fit. There's no way that's gonna fit. Alright, I'm gonna put the cauliflower away. So yeah, I'm gonna try to work on a new starting screen so it's not 15 minutes, that's just too long. And do some other graphical changes. Eh, not changes, updates. This is gonna be I'm gonna have this going for a couple of hours. I thought of that Star Wars scene when she agreed to the 500. General Grievous is the negotiator. Wait, which scene? Also, what was it? God, whoa. Wife confidence hates whenever we're discussing something or talking about anything, and then the phrase she hates is when I say, it's just like that one time in Star Wars, and then I say something, and then she'll get mad and be like, that's nothing like when, like Star Wars. Then I start acting out the scene. Like, what was it? She was saying something like, people mishear things and then they believe, they hear it so much that they think that's what it is, but it's not. It never was. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's just like in Star Wars when everybody thinks he says, Luke, I am your father. No, he didn't say that. He never says that. Darth Vader says, I am your father. And then I went into, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed him. No, I am your father. But then she cut me off. Best plot twist. Although I guess for Germans it was predictable, because Vater is father. I stopped my German lessons. Owen really did look dirty from a certain point of view. The updated version is gonna be where Obi-Wan's like, my bad, Luke. Alright, we're gonna cook this. Dutch is where it's spelled the same? Mother, father, vater, vater. The only thing I still say is sehr interessant. Although I'm probably saying that wrong now. Sehr interessant. But my Spanish, I have two phrases that I will randomly throw out at work. It's the only two phrases that I repeatedly say. And it always gets a laugh. Because I'll say, the guys in the kitchen, they'll be speaking Spanish, and it's like in the middle of a rush or something where we're really busy. They're saying some stuff. I'm picking up some of the stuff they're saying, but for the non-Spanish speakers, it sounds intense. It sounds like, something really important is going on. So then I'll jump in, and I'll say, hey, yo tengo dos mascotas en mi casa. Un moscato es de gato muy pequeña. El otro es muy grande. And they'll be like, what the hell? And the Spanish speakers will laugh, and then they'll tell the non-Spanish speakers what I said, which is I have at my house two cats. One cat is small, and the other one is very large. The other phrase, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Mi gato es muy gordo. Well, our cat Ollie, he's pretty big. He's not fat, he's muscle. I thought Mittens was a muscly, strong cat, but no, Ollie, he's like he'll walk around and I could see the definition of the muscles on him. I'm like, damn. I hope he doesn't ever flip out one day. All right, we're going to actually let me do it this way. Says this will take longer, but we have time, so we're gonna boil this water and then we're gonna just pour it over the noodles. Where is the library? The other thing I say is yo quiero comprar una nueva camisa. I want to buy a new shirt. Now, when I say it to the Spanish speakers, they'll be like, "Why do you want a new shirt?" I'll be like, "Never mind." Well, look at this. We're gonna let this simmer for a good while. That's gonna be good. Needed to kick up a little bit. But let's see. I'm gonna cook the rice noodles. I'm putting it into a bowl right here, and then we're going to take the boiling hot water and pour it on the noodles. A priest and his wife were Hispanic, so once when he asked his daughter if she had tried to dessert my wife had made, she said it was gross, and our priest awkwardly explained that the person standing right there had made it, but then said, "Why didn't you just say it in Spanish?" Yeah, it is nice to have the ability to speak another language. You can use it as a secret language. I got a lot of rice left over, and wife confidence is leftover salmon, so I'll probably eat that. Not chastiser being rude, just not being rude in Spanish. Alright. Bap, bap, bap. Oh, I gotta put the laundry into the dryer. Give me 1 second here. Give me a minute. See, this is the thing about Mondays. One reason why I haven't streamed is because all the errands and all the chores and stuff are kind of put off to the weekend, and so I try to catch up on that, and so that's why. One of the reasons why I haven't been streaming is because I get busy with that stuff, and then it's just like, I'm tired from working all week and standing on my feet and streaming. It's like it wears you down when you're doing that. You're cooking all day, and then on your weekend you're busy with stuff. Hold on though, let me grab the laundry, put that in the dryer. Alright. It's going right. Hot water boiling. My wife can understand like 10% of any Spanish conversation she hears though, since Filipino has a lot of loan words from Spanish. Now, the interesting thing is also that there are Chinese words that are similar as well. Need more water. So I just poured the hot water on the bowl. I try to get that to soak. Just need a little bit more. Cover it. This is going to be big bowls of vermicelli noodles. My Spanish is kitchen Spanish, so I can communicate in those terms, food terms. Do. Alright, it's Monday, so you guys got anything going on in the week? I got work. My Monday is tomorrow. Throw some kaffir lime leaves in here. Some extra added flavor enhancement. yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm off tomorrow as well. Then off Friday. Nice. Friend is celebrating his birthday at church later, so I got that. I think that's basically all I got going on. That sounds like good stuff. I gotta go to work. Woo. Work. They have officially posted a position for a chef de cuisine at my job, and we'll see how that plays out. I'm not trying to say anything about work, talk about work in specifics, because I don't know who might be watching. Because some people do know that I have a streaming life. But we shall see. Just for fun, I was like, oh, maybe I should apply then. But I think it would just be funny for me. So yeah, with this curry, generally, using the thighs is a better option because the fat content will add a lot more flavor. I like to keep the bone in because the bone has a lot of flavor that'll be drawn out during the cooking process. We're just cooking this till the chicken gets nice and tender and the potatoes are going to get cooked all the way through. I don't think I need more water, but I'll just add a little more to cover it. Alright, so this noodle just needs to sit for about 15 minutes as directed on the packaging. Then I'll drain it, and then once the curry is done, we can put this all together. I may want to sit down for a little bit. My back is starting to hurt. Cause this, I could go for a couple more, like an hour or so. I want to prep the shrimp for doing like a fried shrimp for Wife Confidence's lunches. So I'm gonna take the time to do that. I am gonna eat this leftover, not leftover. Basically leftover. Wife Confidence didn't finish the meal, the lunch, so I'll eat that. You guys hear about the new Xbox? So I heard it's a hybrid computer / console. But I also heard that it's gonna be 12,000 or $1,200. Thoughts? Concerns? Because if that's the case, this Xbox One Series X or S, whichever the digital one is, the cheaper one, is the last console I'm gonna have. Why not just buy a nice gaming PC at that point? I know, I mean, well, for one thing, I think Game Pass is limited on PC compared to on the console. which I live by Game Pass now. I haven't. Well, I bought the last game I bought. I've bought 2 games in the last year? Year or something like that. Monster Hunter Wilds, which crashed and is unplayable, but I think it finally got sorted out. And then WWE 2K25. Because I don't have a wrestling game, so I bought that, which I don't even play. So, those are 2 games, $70 for friggin' Monster Hunter, and then it was half off. It was like $30 for the wrestling game. But generally, I just play Game Pass games, because I got Game Pass. I maxed out 3 years of Game Pass before they updated the pricing. Before this update that they just did. So I stacked 3 years of Game Pass, and that's gonna end in May of next year. So I'm gonna get another year of Game Pass when I can, and then I'll be able to have that for another year at least. Consoles are making less sense. Yeah, I moved to a gaming PC a while ago. Yeah, Game Pass does work on both, but they only have certain games available on PC for Game Pass. At least that's what I remember. Oh, and the Halo remaster. That's gonna be good. Only because it'll be old school Halo, which was always fun for a new audience, and we'll get some new players playing it. Yeah, the cloud gaming is really nice. That's a really nice option. I like the cloud, because the one thing I don't like about these Xboxes, the Xbox One, is that you can't do like the 360 where you could swap out the hard drives and stuff. You can't do that with these, which sucks. I don't like that. They're just kind of stuck with what size you have, unless you buy like an external hard drive. I have a external hard drive for storing all my games. And like the main reason I don't play PC games now is because this is where my PC is, in the kitchen. And if I sit in a chair, it's too high. The monitor is too high. So I'm looking slightly up and it hurts my neck after a while. But then if I'm standing, I'm looking down. So it's like the same thing. This curry's looking good though. Let me check this noodle. Alright, that's good. So I'm gonna just put a colander, but I'm gonna try to line this with coffee filters because these are really thin and I don't want it to fall through. So let's try this and see if it works. It kind of worked. Yeah, it mostly worked. What's an AR headset? What about like a Stream Deck? Wait, Stream Deck for what? And I have a Stream Deck. Maybe I'm not using it. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not using my Stream Deck to its full potential. Oh, Steam. Steam, stream, same thing. A Stream Deck, how much is a Stream Deck? I mean, Steam Deck. I think one problem for me now, though, is that because I'm old now, the handhelds, it is blurry for me if it's too close. Because, again, I'm old now. My blurry, the distance in where it's blurry to me used to be a lot smaller. But now it's going further out now. So that blurriness is expanding. I'm so old. I remember 1990 like it was yesterday. Well, we were talking about MacGyver. And because my coworker talked about MacGyver, I was just thinking about MacGyver like last week or something. I was just thinking how awesome that show was. And then he brought it up at work this past week. And he said he never missed it. He always watched it and he was a big fan. And I was like, this is why I have a Swiss Army knife, because of MacGyver. But we talked about it. And then I was like, man. Because he said, man, that's a long time ago, MacGyver. I go, doesn't feel like a long time ago, but it is. It really is a long time ago. Let's see, blurry, 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 clear. So that's, everything here is blurry. Yeah, I know he was on Stargate. And we just stick with your Xbox for now until we can upload your consciousness into GTA 6. GTA 6, which has been delayed till what, next year? When was it supposed to come out? I think my Xbox would be fine. My best friend, he's got a modded Dreamcast. So it has all the Dreamcast games on it. And I was like, oh. See, Stargate, it was a movie first, right? I'm sure it was like a book first. It seems like it would be a book first kind of franchise. He hates the show. Why? How could you go wrong? You got MacGyver. He could fix anything. He wasn't involved in the show making and didn't like the changes they made to things. Then he wanted to reboot the series a few years ago. Wanted to pretend that none of the show stuff ever happened. That would be a hard reset. Alright, our noodles are cooked. I drained them. I got it wrapped in plastic. I'm gonna poke some holes so that it can release some of the steam. And then I'm gonna put that in the fridge. Did I tell you guys the Asian market nearby is shutting down after the end of the month? Which sucks. MGM said no. What shows are people watching nowadays? I have no idea. I don't watch TV shows. Honestly, we watch YouTube. And that's just for like, not even like shows. It's more like commentary and stuff. Or why is there a bird on the window? I'm always looking up funny stuff or fighting related stuff. Now, see, when my coworker and I were talking about MacGyver, I told him something that Wife Confidence pointed out. Back in the day, there were only 3 channels, so it was limited what you had to watch, what options you had. But back then, chances were high that the people you knew were watching the same thing you watched. So the next day, you would all talk about it. people you knew, people you didn't know, everybody would be talking about the same thing. And it was a more people were involved in that same thing because the options were so limited. Nowadays, there's so many options with what to watch and on TV or streaming and all that stuff that there's people are far more separated in their interests and stuff like that. I'm an artist. I watch other artists on YouTube. That's about it. Artistry. You're doing art streams? More channels and never so little content. Yeah, like quantity, not quality. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have plenty of time to do the shrimp, so we'll do that. I haven't streamed in how long, and now I'm doing a much longer stream than I usually have. Actually, it's even not that long, right? But I'm gonna set up my phone so you can see what I'm doing. I don't know if I told you guys I've been doing this thing on Amazon for free stuff in exchange for reviews. So I got some different things off of there, and one of the neat things has been this tripod. So I have this nice little tripod that I can use for stuff. I don't know what this clips onto. Probably the other tripod. I'll use this tripod to put the phone on. No, I'll just take the phone off when it's time to take pictures. Why is this not? Oh yeah. Alright, let's get this set up. see. Where is it? Where is my phone? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see. Bip, bip, bip. Bap, bap, bap. Alright, hey. Flip sideways. Whoopsie. Flip sideways, you phone. Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright. Man, it sure is far away though. I don't think I can zoom in. Better? Alright, well, we can always do that. Angle sure is weird, isn't it? Bap, bap, bap. Alright. How do you guys feel about this camera? It sure is weird looking. And the angle is really weird. Well, we're gonna do our prep on here for our shrimp. And this shrimp is, yeah, this is from the iPhone. And I think because I don't have my streaming lights up, I'm just using natural light and it's starting to get darker. I think that's why. So I'm in the middle of the stream now, so I'm kind of like, I don't want to set the lights up. I'll try to do this quick. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Boop. The only problem with this camera is that I can't get it to zoom in. Or at least I don't know how to do that. Let me try some of this. Mm. It's good. The curry is good. It's spicy. I might add another thing of sugar to it. Yeah, before I start this, I'll add some more sugar. Palm sugar. But all the other flavors are there, so alright. I'm gonna do this. Clean this shrimp. Then I won't need to clean it on the day of the 13th. What day is today? Today's the 10th or 11th? 10th. So I gotta use this before the 13th. Okay, well. Noi, what's going on? How you been? Lurk away. So, I'm gonna get a toothpick so I can devein these as well. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna I take this and I'm just going to peel this off and then peel this off, leave the tail on. And then take my toothpick, go kind of in the middle. It's hard to find the spot for her. Kind of in the middle of the shrimp. Go kind of deep in there a little bit so that I can get under the vein, and then pull this up to get the vein out like that, and then just pull the rest out. I'll do that with all of these shrimp. I might just I don't think I'll use all of these for frying. Maybe I'll do like a quick stir fry with shrimp and bell peppers or something like that. But again, peel it and then about here, go under the vein. Oh, sometimes you rip through that vein. It doesn't seem like there's a dirty vein. Sometimes there's people that can pull it here from the front. I've not ever been able to. This doesn't seem like it's very dirty then. Guess not. I got half a pound of shrimp so that I could have a couple days worth of shrimp for lunches, to make lunches. Peel it away. under vein, kind of wiggle, pull that through. And then just pull that out. Now, a lot of people will save the shells. If you regularly have a lot of shrimp, that's not a bad idea. I don't. So I'm not going to save the shells. And for me personally, I just think that you don't get much flavor unless you're using the heads, shrimp heads. So like these, just the shell itself, I'm not gonna worry about that, or I'm not gonna use it. See, this one I can see it in there. I can see the path, the spot for the vein. So yeah, this camera usually is a lot closer. That's why I was using it for the cutting board. I wanted to get a clearer shot of stuff. Listen, I go under. All right. And it's November already. Halloween. I went as a Apple employee. It was basically an excuse for me not to have to wear a chef coat. And but I went as a pretentious Californian Apple employee. So I used the most obnoxious California accent that I could muster. And kept walking around asking people if they wanted to upgrade their Apple plan. I can see it. Can I get it? All right. I might just end up using this for like a quick stir fry thing. I don't know. I gotta use it by the 13th, so it gives me 3 days to mess around with. I could do fried shrimp. I could do both of them. So it won't be the worst thing. Just do both. I just clean these and I just tempura them fresh. It's like in the mornings, try to get a little try to be a little productive, but try to get some of my supermarket stuff or my my stuff on the finals. I try to get some of that stuff taken care of. Gotta complete some quests and things. You guys know Dragon Quest? I think Dragon Quest 3 basically shut Japan down on release because everybody called out. There were tons of people that called out. Kids were out from school and everybody was lined up to buy a copy. It was so bad that they unofficially the company that made the game, they have to release other future Dragon Quest games on a weekend so that it doesn't cause the same problems it did last time for Dragon Quest 2. Which makes me think I should try playing it because they just released some of them on Game Pass. I can see. It's right there. Alright, 2 left. Yeah, this is a small one. At least prepping these like this in advance will give me the time consuming task with shrimp is out of the way. I mean, like doing tempura or frying the shrimp, there's still steps to it, but this is the part that takes the longest. It's not very, it's time consuming to do. Can you hear the neighbors? They are home. What? There's a dog now? They have a dog now? Alright. I think that's it. Oh, no, one more. Alright. Can't hear anything. The guy says the leaf blower going. Man, he still hasn't finished up. Fetty, are you doing your art? Are you doing like art videos on YouTube or anything? Alright, we're done with that. on YouTube, and it's the name you subbed under. I'll drop a sub. Made a robot? Nice. Alright, so here's our shrimp. Right there, just prepped it up. And I'll use that for frying the shrimp or a stir fry or something. But that takes care of that. I won't have to deal with it later. And now you see how we've got on our curry, look at the fat on top. That's the oil, but that's also the chicken, fat from the chicken, and that is just flavor. When we would have this at gatherings and like get-togethers and stuff, my parents, they would always get like French rolls, loaves, small little rolls or loaves or rolls, whatever. They would cut them into chunks, and then when you would eat this, you get yourself a little bread too, so you could dip it into the curry and then just eat that. The bread soaked in curry, all that flavor. It's so good. Yeah, fat equals flavor. Oh, Kaiser, I didn't tell you that they roasted 2 pigs at work. 2 pigs they roasted at work for an event. And first of all, they had put one of them in the produce cooler, which, you know, I'm just like, okay. But they put it in there. I didn't know it was there. So I'm looking for produce to prep some dish. I look down, I just see pigs just in a box, and it's facing me, and it's just mouth is hanging open, and I had a small fright, and then I was like, what the hell, who put this over here? It shouldn't be over here. But they roasted it. They roasted it in the oven. I think they put apple juice or apple cider so that it could steam and all that stuff. Yeah, I was trying to fry the skin to make like chicharron, but it didn't work. I was disappointed. Well, they have the leftover meat from that. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but yeah, it was 2 pigs. They were like baby pigs, probably as big as this table here, or countertop space. But it could have been. No, they didn't rub it down with anything, and just let it go plain. I was like, okay. But I don't know. Everybody enjoyed it. Oh. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream because my back is hurting. I want to sit down. Because if I was gonna continue, I kind of don't have too much more to do. But I also gotta kind of catch up on other chores too. And if I was gonna continue streaming, I'd be streaming like another 2 hours, which is too much for me right now. That chicken is making me hungry anyways. Look at it. Take a look at the chicken. Did it switch? Oh, yeah. Ow. Look at the chicken. It's a really good, it's tender, and for sure, I know it's tender. We want the carrots tender, we want the potatoes to absorb all the flavor of the curry. This is gonna be a great dish. I'll post up photos. I'm gonna turn it into a video, so you guys will see that. But I appreciate it, all you guys that came in to hang out. I know it's been a while. I'm gonna try to see. Maybe I will try to stream in the morning when I'm making Wife Confidence's lunches. It would be a quick stream, and yeah, I'd kind of just be like, from the get-go, I'd just be going. I wouldn't have a lot of time talking, but you know, it would be something to at least have more streams going on. We'll see, because I don't want to put too much on my plate in the morning before I go to work. But I don't know, we'll see. Mondays, we're going to try for that. Like I said, anything that we're getting from streaming, it's going to go straight to helping us move. And we got our plan, and we're going to try to get it together so we can get out of here. Finally get out of Texas. Finally. But, you know, go back home and help raise our stepdaughter, which would be awesome. I'm going to teach her Kung Fu as soon as she can walk. But it's going to be awesome. But I'm going to try to be back next Monday. I want to make it a regular thing again. And we'll catch up. But till then, we'll be in the Discord. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's see. I want to go and drop a raid off to... let's see. Just gonna take a peek real quick. Alright, we're gonna go and raid somebody who I've raided before. He's an awesome streamer. So you guys stay tuned. We're gonna go and raid Chris Hangry. He's doing some beef stew right now, I believe. He's doing meal prep. He's doing beef stew. We're gonna head on over there. I really appreciate all you guys tuning in and hanging out. It's Monday. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you back next Monday, hopefully. If not, have a great week. Take care. Stay blessed. And always remember that kitchen confidence starts with you.